right, Sarah?
Just to start on a positive note, obviously I know you're not a big stat tracker, but 200 career points, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that's great, but 6-2 loss, so not super concerned about that at the moment.
How do you guys kind of assess how it unwound after that first goal for you guys?
I think we could get into a lot of more detailed things as to why, but personally, I think that we have maybe a bit too much of a macro view instead of more of a micro view in terms of individual guys winning their shift or winning their responsibility on the ice, whatever that is. I think we have a tendency to, like, when things start to slip, like they slip big, we kind of get the weight of the world on our shoulders, and we need to do a way better job of grabbing that before that kind of snowballs into a 2, 3, 4 goal lead.
How do you guys feel like it's the weight of the world? Why do you think it feels so big in these games?
I would like to think that it's because guys care a lot, right? Guys really care. They want to turn this corner. They want to be a team that can win consistently, and we haven't quite gotten there yet. I think if there was a magic bullet that we could fire and fix everything, we would have done it by now. But there's a lot that goes into the equation of figuring out why. But that being said, I think we would do ourselves, put ourselves in a better position if we kind of just worried about what our responsibility was and winning our shift or winning the period rather than trying to win the game all in one shift. What
are those conversations when it does tend to go down south? Is it something you can fix in the moment, or is it something that you have to really review for?
I think it could be a little bit of both. I think there are some things you can fix in the moment. I think there are, maybe larger aspects that we need to talk about as a team. Probably a little of both would be, I think, the answer that I would give to that. But again, I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, I haven't watched the video. I don't know exactly what it looks like. These are just kind of feelings that I'm kind of shooting from the hip here.
As one of the seasoned veterans on the team, how do you stay positive and help kind of those younger guys learn from moments like this?
Yeah, I think staying positive is part of it. I don't think that needless positivity is helpful either. We don't really need cheerleaders. We need to fix the issues. That's great. Like, all that's good. But we should be self-motivated. We should be professionals here. So let's look at it objectively. Let's figure out what's going wrong and let's fix what's going wrong and move on. So, just kind of, I guess that's what I'd say to that.
Do you think the macro view you're talking about comes from being a younger team? Are those related?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I haven't, delved into the psychology of a younger mind, or so I need to figure that out. Or we need to figure that out. I shouldn't say we need to figure that out. And, it'll be some conversation. We got a couple days here to figure it out for Boston, which is a good, experienced team. So we're going to be challenged again. There's no days off in this league, and there's a lot of parity. So even teams like, Boston that may be displeased with their start are very, very good hockey teams. So we'll need to figure it out and be ready.
How do you pick yourselves up and dust yourselves off before, a quick turnaround for Boston?
I don't really have a choice, right? What's the alternative? Wallow in self-pity and go out and play terrible, you don't have a choice, right? So we need to figure out what's going wrong, and we need to fix it and move forward. So, I think it's a very matter of fact.
What's the word accountability mean in situations like this?
Yeah, I think accountability matters for sure. And it's across the board. It's our forwards, it's our D, it's our goalies, it's everybody. I thought we had a very good game plan going into this game, and while we started out great, and this has kind of been a recurring theme in this season where we're all energized and everyone's on the same page and we're going, we hit a little adversity and everyone kind of just goes off on their own page, right? Or we certainly deviate from the game plan. So we need to be more mature in how we handle these adverse situations, and we need to be more mature in how we handle success as well, because there are sometimes that we have a lot of success and we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot. So I would say maturity would be the key to those things.
Thanks, Ian.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Define that one.
Yeah, it sucks. I think we started the game fairly well. Obviously gave up too many goals. It snowballed and ended up losing 6-2.
I just asked Ian, but the word accountability, what does that mean in situations like this?
Yeah, that's huge. Everyone needs to hold themselves accountable. I hold myself accountable. I need to be better. And it starts there. You just, it's a long season. You got to learn. You got to, really learn from it and then find a way to move on. You know, it's a quick turnaround. We're going on a big trip here, and we got to be ready for that.
What needs to change on the power play to get nightly production?
Yeah, I mean, we have to be way better. You know, it's easy to sit here and say we hit crossbars, but that's no excuse. We got to find a way to put the puck in the back of the net. We had, I think, 7 chances tonight, and we were 0 for 7. That's not good enough. You know, you get one, it's 4-3. They were taking a bunch at that time. You maybe tie the game up, and it's a different story. We've talked about it a lot. We're talking about it consistently in the room in intermission, seeing what we can do. You know, it's hard to pick one thing, but we got to be much better.
Do you feel like it's lack of execution of what you're talking about?
I think at times, yeah. You know, I think at points today we showed some really good, you know, glimpses with good shots, traffic to the net, recoveries, and then there's some other times when we just had none of it. So, you know, I think the biggest thing here is consistency. You know, getting pucks in net, recovering, wearing them down, and obviously just doing that over and over and over again, and eventually they're going to go in.
As a leader on this team, how do you kind of assess some of these recurring issues and help everybody remain positive, but also, you know, help them understand, hey, we got to make changes?
Yeah, and it goes back to the accountable thing. I think you have to be honest about it. You can't lie about certain things. You can't blame other people. You have to look yourself in the mirror. I know it's cliche, but and then, yeah, you got to learn from it and move on. Obviously, staying positive is huge, but you do have to learn from it. And, yeah.
Speaking of that personal accountability, what do you do in those situations when it starts to go off the rail personally to get it back on the track?
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. I've struggled to find the score sheet of late, and you know, personally, I'm just trying to stay out of my own head about it. Once you get into your head, it's no good. So it's just trying to do your best at finding other areas of my game that, you know, I can help you know, help the team out. And you know, whether that's getting in on a forecheck, making a big play, you know, you just gotta, when you're going through stretches and adversity like this, you gotta find ways to, you know, do something else to help the team win. And you know, that's what I'm trying to do, and hopefully I can break this streak soon and you know, get on a roll.
Coach, just how do you assess what went wrong in that one?
Well, I think they were really opportunistic early in the game. I think we had a chance. We hit the post 5 times on our power play. I think we had looks, but we could not score the big goal. And on the other side, on their side, they had the killer instinct, and they pull us away when they had an opportunity.
How would you assess the goaltending tonight?
I think I won't make any comment on that.
What went into the decision to pull Ingram?
Well, we at that point we needed to try to get some momentum back and spark something, and we thought that was the right decision.
When they score 2 quick ones like that, what do you do to get it back on the right track?
You know what? It's because we were playing well until then. You know, I think we had good momentum, we had good chance. We scored the first goal. We were in their zone most of the time. You know, so we're doing good thing. They score from behind the net, and then they score in the face-off right away after. So it's unfortunate. So I think we need to have character in those situations. We need to be mentally tough, and I think we need to bounce back. And you know, there's the score, and there's the possession we had, and the number of shot from the slot, and shot attempt from the slot, and opportunity to get back in the game, and even early to pull the game away and on our power play. So I think there's a combination here. It's easy to point one point, the PK, the power play, the goaltending, the scoring, the whatever it is. At some point, that won't serve us.
Do you feel like you're getting enough from your top players in terms of offensive production?
Well, right now we're not getting enough of anybody. I think we're getting possession, shots, stuff like that, but we don't finish. We don't. We missed the net on a lot of great A opportunity, and what I like about our game in the last week or so, we're generating. We're back at skating well and generating offense, but we need to finish. We need to make the last play, their play, who make the difference. We can possess the puck as much as we want. If we don't make the last play, that doesn't count.
Lawson Crouse talked about a lot about accountability. What have you seen from the leadership group, in stretches like this or results like that?
Well, I think we need more from everybody. We need more from the coaches. We need more from the leaders. We need more from our top player. We need more from everybody in the team. I think like I said, there's a lot of positive. We're playing better. We're making stride. We cannot forget the age of our team. And if you look what happened this week, if you analyze that, you will see a lot of age now. I think we have full control of the game, and we have a young player who forced a play in the middle, and end up in the back of our net, and then the game snowballs. So it's not on him; it's on everybody. We just need to stay with it and be strong mentally. Adversity is part of a long NHL season. You need to put everything in perspective. Look with the way we improve our game lately. I think there's light at the end of the tunnel. We're doing a lot of good things. Look at the numbers today in terms of scoring chance, possession, shot from the slot, shot from inner slot. We scored 2 goals on rebounds. We draw a lot of penalties. Those kind of things. Okay, we made stride, but we're like everybody. We want results. We want to win the game at the end of the day. But I think if we keep playing the way we did against Vegas, against tonight, I think the success will sustain at some point.
What good things have you seen from your leadership group, especially in losses like these, that you would point to and say, this is why we named him captain or alternate or whatever?
First, it's not something I will comment publicly. You ask me to single a player. Do you think that will help us? Do you think that's the way to go? No, I won't do that. It's not the leadership group. It's not the goaltending. It's not the PKs. It's not the power play. It's the team. As a team, we will clean up, keep improving. We did improve. So if we did improve, the leadership are part of the improvement. So we improve our game. We need to keep improving, and we need to stay together. That's a team.